Hey, Cynthia.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to record this
Caught
with
me
you.
with my
Oh,
Pellegrino. I was
and
just
I have
about
my
to.
some kind of tea. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Let's just get started.
Let's just get started.
I saw you in your interview with John Fiore, and I thought it was so
Oh,
fun. I thought it was so great. I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. I think this is a really
yeah.
great way for us as practitioners to, well, for one thing, promote each other. Like, I think you're awesome. You have helped
Thank you.
me calm it all down. I can get a little bit frantic, and you,
Thank you.
there's ways
Thank
that you've
you.
done sessions with me that has really helped me calm down. So, if people are
And
somebody,
I
if
love
there's,
hearing that because, like, as someone who's been a recipient of sessions with you, I feel like you are so grounded and present in a session. When you are wearing your EFT matrix hat, like you just bring it. You bring that presence and that that sense of I got this, I got your back, and it's good.
awesome.
So yeah,
So, yeah, so I encourage people, if they want to work with Cynthia, contact her.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on EFTinternational.org, which on that interview with John Fiore, I kept saying .com,
Oh,
and
did you?
I listened in just for a few minutes and went, oh, whoopsie. So it is,
EFTinternational.org. Yeah,
yes,
Cynthia
yes,
Jenkins. And I'll see
that's
if I
me.
can I'll just put links for your stuff anywhere below.
Awesome. Thank you.
Um, cool. So there's a couple of things. We spoke briefly, and then you were going to talk about something that you wanted to work on, and I want to give you a session. It's
Awesome.
just that
Thank you.
simple.
So as part of, our putting this work out into the world, I have a very visible um, issue, which is my face gets very, very pink, bordering on red, right in the middle, sometimes all over, especially when I'm talking in public, right? Not so much in a session, I don't think. Um, or maybe I'm just not noticing it if I'm working with someone, but like I noticed it a lot in that video with John. And I had done a lot of tapping just to get there, just to be in that seat and allow myself to be recorded. Like that's part of it too, is knowing that I'm on camera, um, just kind of feeling that, uh, yeah, what is it? On the spot, that on the spot feeling.
Okay. Do you have any of it now?
A little bit, a little, like
How
it's a
much would you
little,
say?
like a three,
Okay,
three,
three
maybe
three
a
out of
four.
10.
Yeah,
You said 3 or 4.
yeah,
Okay. And do you feel it in your face? Is that where you're feeling this on the spot feeling? Do you only feel it
yes.
here? Okay.
I feel it sometimes in the front of my torso, like maybe sometimes in my stomach.
And how about
Um,
now?
that's milder, like a two.
Okay. Um, and what I want to say is, for anybody watching this, we're doing this because I want people to tap along. People benefit tremendously from doing a session on themselves while they're watching and partaking watching somebody get a session done on them. So anybody watching this, just tap along, and if you don't know how to do this, just see what happens. And we have information on tapping, but we're going to just do a real session for you on
Thanks. I
this.
just I just want to make a little addition to that. Like as you're tapping along, if you do choose to do that, you could just take a little internal before and after on your own issue. Like it could have nothing to do with what I'm being tapped on for, but you just say, oh, maybe I'm a 6 about my issue, and then tune in afterwards and see where that 6 went. And you don't have to be focused on your issue at all. Like you just acknowledge it, then you follow along with us, and then just take a little tune in at the end and see if that number changed.
Perfect. Awesome. So
Mhm.
I think that I want to do basic EFT
Great.
with you.
Awesome. Hmm.
It's the one that we learn and that we teach. You know, you and
Hmm.
I have evolved things. However, I think I might. I also tend to use the technique that you are developing, the so far unnamed Cynthia
So far,
Jenkins
and
technique.
the Cynthia Jenkins technique, which I just want to acknowledge, is I've been thinking of it as a little bit, it's maybe a third modified Matrix Reimprinting, another third acknowledging the work of Barbara Brennan, and another third acknowledging the work of Brew Joy. So if any of you know those authors, they're energy healers from way back in the day. Well worth your time.
So if I do the technique, I'm going to do it in the way that Cynthia, that I tend to,
Perfect.
the way that I've tended to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if it feels like the right thing to do, if it seems to come up. So we'll start with basic
Okay,
EFT. So
great.
just get a little bit grounded. Get a little bit grounded. Just
Mm-hmm.
feeling your feet on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
feeling your legs and your thighs and your butt in the chair, and however you're sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fairly upright. So just feeling your spine all aligned and
Mm-hmm.
tapping on the side of the hand just to get centered and calm and focused. And you feel okay to do
Yes. Yeah.
a session? Good. And just some nice breaths, some nice conscious breaths. A little bit deeper than normal. Maybe beginning to slow it down just enough. And then it'll go back to breathing on its own. But just a little bit of conscious breathing. And I'm going to be trying to use your words. And sometimes I write them down so that I don't forget. And sometimes I use words that might even be opposites just to see if anything comes up. So you can either, get adjust it so that it's, if something's just a little off, you can correct that. And if the opposites bring anything up, then let me know what happens for you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you were saying that you have this feeling, just feeling like you're on the spot.
Mm-hmm. And
And you
even as you're talking, like I feel this very light bit of heat going across my face, like right here, especially.
okay. Let's just do a beginning round right
Mhm.
on that. Even though I feel this heat on my face,
Even though I feel this heat on my face,
this feeling that I'm on the spot.
this feeling that I'm on the spot.
Do you still feel it in your stomach a little bit too?
Kind of, yeah, I would say solar plexus.
Okay.
Because it was in my stomach. For me, that's lower down and it moved. Yeah.
It moved already. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it still a 3 to a 4 on your face?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe even a 5-6. Yeah.
Maybe even a 5,
That's
6. Okay.
Yeah, that feeling is going up. The
The
emotion
feeling
isn't
is
going
going
up,
up.
but the feeling of this is going up.
Okay. Right here and right now, I'm okay.
Right here and right now, I'm okay.
Even though I feel this heat on my face,
Even though I feel this heat on my face,
just thinking about or just having that feeling that I'm on the spot,
just having that feeling that I'm on the spot.
right here and right now, I'm okay.
Right here and right now, I'm okay.
Even though I have this feeling that I'm on the spot
Even though I have this feeling that I'm on the spot
and I feel this heat in my face
and I feel this heat in my face,
or on my face.
in my face, on my face, it's both.
It's both. And in my solar plexus.
And in my solar plexus.
And it's at a 5-6 now.
It's at a 5-6 now.
Right here and right now, I'm okay.
Right here and right now, I'm okay.
And we'll go through the points. This heat on my face.
This heat on my face.
I feel like I'm on the spot.
I feel like I'm on the spot.
This heat in my face.
This heat in my face.
This heat on my face.
This heat on my face.
And in my solar plexus.
and in my solar plexus.
Feeling like I'm on the spot.
Feeling like I'm on the spot.
I feel like I'm on the spot.
I feel like I'm on the spot.
And this heat in my face.
This heat in my face.
Okay. Nice breath for finishing the round. And first, just checking in, is it still a 5-6?
Maybe it's a 4-5.
A 4-5?
Yeah.
And has anything else shifted about it? Is it still heat in my face, feeling on the spot?
Yeah, it feels like what shifted is the feeling in my solar plexus is a little bit more intense and not even more than a 3. Like it's very light intensity, but it feels like fear.
Okay.
And I don't feel connected to the fear, but that's what's coming up.
Sure. So let's do a round on that.
Okay.
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
I'm just aware of it.
I'm just aware of it.
Not necessarily connected to it.
Not necessarily connected to it.
Just feeling that I'm on the spot.
Just feeling that I'm on the spot.
I accept myself and how I feel.
I accept myself and how I feel.
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
I accept myself and how I feel.
I accept myself and how I feel.
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
Even though I feel this fear in my solar plexus,
it's at a 3.
it's at a 3.
I don't necessarily feel connected to it,
I don't necessarily feel connected to it,
but I'm aware of it.
but I'm aware of it.
This feeling that I'm on the spot.
This feeling that I'm on the spot.
I accept myself and how I feel.
I accept myself and how I feel.
I'll go through the points. Feeling this fear.
Feeling this fear.
Aware of this fear.
Aware of this fear.
This fear in my solar plexus.
This fear in my solar plexus.
Like I'm on the spot.
Like I'm on the spot.
I am on the spot.
I am on the spot.
Feels like I'm on the spot.
Feels like I'm on the spot.
It feels like I'm on the spot.
It feels like I'm on the spot.
It feels that I'm on the spot.
Feels like I'm on the spot.
All right, nice breath.
So it's starting to just feel funny to me. Like I still feel the heat in my face, and that's really a solid level 6. But like the fear around it is starting to feel funny.
Okay, great. Let's do, even though I still feel this heat on my face.
And even though I still feel this heat on my face, it's
at a
intense.
6.
It's an
And it's
intense
intense.
6. Mm-hmm.
Anything else about it that you're aware of?
Just the thought before was, and where is this heat coming from? I don't know.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I feel this heat on my face.
Even though I feel this heat on my face.
It's intense.
It's intense.
It's at a 6.
It's at a 6.
Where is it coming from?
Where is it coming from?
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I feel this heat on my face.
Even though I feel this heat on my face.
Feeling like I'm on the spot.
Feeling like I'm on the spot.
Where is this coming from?
Where is this coming from?
It's at a 6.
It's at a 6.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
We'll go through the points. This heat on my face.
This heat on my face.
Where is it coming from?
Where is it coming from?
This feeling that I'm on the spot.
This feeling that I'm on the spot.
Like I'm on the spot.
Like I'm on the spot.
But I am on the spot.
I am on the spot.
I've been put on the spot.
I've been put on the spot.
I am on the spot.
I am on the spot.
This heat on my face, in my face.
This heat on or in my face.
Okay.
So like the thought popped into my head, like it felt like I was standing too close to a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's actual heat. The more we talk about it and focus on it, and I look at that light and know I'm on camera, and
Okay.
it's like there's actual heat. Like I wonder, could you touch my face and almost warm your hands up if you're
Mm.
cold, right? Like my hands are cold, and I do this sometimes. I will just
Okay.
warm up my hands because my face gets so hot right there.
So I'm not going to do a lot of explaining about what I'm going to do right now with you,
Mhm.
unless we should. But what I'd like you to do
Mhm.
is in Cynthia Jenkins style, but also the way that I do it, with your hand in the air, tapping on the version of you
Mhm.
that has this heat
Mhm.
in her face and feels put on the spot. And just tapping on her points and saying, I know you feel put on the spot.
I know you feel put on the spot,
And that's why I'm here for you.
and that's why I'm here for you.
And keep going through her points, imagining that you're going through, top of the head and
Mhm.
the eyebrow and side of the eye and under the eye. I know you feel put on the spot.
I know you feel put on the spot,
And that's why I'm here for you.
and that's why I'm here for you.
I know you feel put on the spot.
I know you feel put on the spot.
I know you feel all this heat on your face.
I know you feel all this heat on your face.
I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
I know you feel put on the spot.
I know you feel put on the spot.
And then
That's
if you
why I'm
come
here
back,
for you.
and then if you come back to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you're ready.
Okay.
So what happens for you when we do that? Or what happened?
Um, I felt very connected to a young part of me, and it felt like the relaxation response was happening faster. That's why I like that technique, because it
This is why I
feels
like
like
this
it.
technique.
Right.
Yeah. I think with a newer client, there would be quite a bit more training to help them get into that mode. But it's really, I just say that there's a version of you that's feeling this way. And this is the way you explained it. There's a version of you that feels this way. Tap on that version.
Right. I love the language that you're using where you say, and that's why I'm here for you.
I'm
That
here.
was really resonated with me. I loved
Nice.
that. And that's why
Yeah,
I'm here
just
for you.
acknowledging. I know you feel this
Yeah.
way, but that's why I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
just here for you.
Right.
I'm,
And I love that because it reminds me physically and mentally that I really am okay. But there's a part of me that's not okay.
sure, there's a part of me
Yeah.
that's not okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Tap on her again and say, I know it feels like it's not okay,
I know it feels like it's not okay,
but I'm here.
but I'm here.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I know it feels like it's not okay.
I know that it feels like it's not okay.
I know it feels like it's not okay.
And that's really why I'm here for you.
And it's really why I'm here for you. And I am here for you.
And I am here for you. It feels like it's not okay.
It feels like it's not okay. I know it feels like it's not okay.
I know it feels like it's not okay.
I know it feels like it's not okay.
It feels like it's not okay. Sometimes I tune into an actual memory and I'm not getting that this time.
You did say something a little bit before, though. There was something you said. I'm tuning into a
Younger self.
younger self.
Yeah.
So the way that I do this is this work is working at the part of it is working at the what I call the level where the imagination is, wherever that works. So we can make that up. We can make that up. So if there's a younger version, you can tap on a younger version.
So I'm just going to say the words that are coming into my head right now. Like there's a little bit of an imagery coming in. And it's sort of going back and forth between one of my own children, their childhood. So it feels like you're too hot. Feels like it's winter and you're too hot. There's too much. It's like she's wearing a snowsuit and there's heat on in the house.
Yeah.
Too
So
hot.
here's actually what I think we should do now is tap on your child that
Mm-hmm.
you're overlaying, as if
Mm.
you were there for them and wanting to soothe them.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say? I know you're too hot, but I'm going to help you out with that.
I know you're too hot, but we're going outside really soon.
We're going outside really soon. Oh, like they're getting
They're getting
dressed in the
dressed
winter
to,
stuff and it's too hot
yeah,
just before.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
just it's almost like a side note to see what happens, but just tap
Yeah.
on them.
I know you're too hot, but we're going outside really soon. And you don't have to wear your hat. You can take your hood off. And we just have to put our boots on, get our snowsuit all ready. You can just hold your mittens until we get outside. You're going to be okay. I know you're too hot. I know you feel too hot.
I know you feel too hot.
I know you feel too
I
hot.
know you feel too hot.
I know you feel too hot.
Too hot and put on the spot.
Too hot and put on the spot.
Too hot and put on the spot.
So it's coming to me. I don't know if this is true. I was adopted, and the adoption went through in April of in April of the year that it went through, and um, and I'm fairly certain that I went to live with my family over the winter, and that's how it's feeling. Like it's the last trip before that I'm ever going to see my foster family, and I'm meeting these people, and I don't know them, and yeah, it feels like young, like 2 years old, young.
Yeah. Now we could stay in this mode,
Mm-hmm.
or switch over to a full matrix mode. What do
Mm-hmm.
you think you'd like to do?
Uh, hmm, that's a good question. Yeah, yeah. You know what? You're super good at that, so you take the lead on that.
Okay. Do your matrix points. So for
Okay.
those who don't know, I do wrist,
Wrist,
the base of
thumb.
each fingernail, at the corner facing you, side of the hand and wrist, and so that it's a nice gentle around and around. So if you don't see our hands, we're resting them, but we're still tapping on them. And these are the matrix reimprinting points. Okay, so this can be eyes open or closed, whatever's more comfortable for you. And so if you see her, seeing yourself, the
Mm-hmm.
younger at that time that this would be
Mm-hmm.
going on, where would you see her? Like, where are we going to go to see her and help her and visit her? What do you see?
I feel like she's in a car,
Hmm.
overdressed.
Car overdressed, right? Yeah. So let's go right there with her. And if
Mm-hmm.
introductions are needed, then you're just letting her know, I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the future version of you. Now, infant or however old you were, it isn't going to be 2 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the words would be translated, or you're just
Mm-hmm.
transmitting this information to her, like,
Yeah,
I'm here for you.
yeah.
You
She's
know,
getting that. Yeah.
she's getting that. Okay. So what does she need in the moment to feel a little bit more comfortable? Does
Oh,
she need
open the windows.
open the
I'm
window?
like,
Let's do that.
open the windows,
Yeah,
and
it's
they're the roll down kind. I'm like, let's roll down the windows, honey. You're
yep,
right.
yep.
It's too hot in
It's
here.
too hot. Yep. So just helping her with that.
Yeah.
Pausing any parts of the scene that need to be paused, or the moving car is helpful because of the breeze.
Right.
Maybe, unbutton the top or something, or if there is too much, just giving her. So
Yeah.
how is
Yeah.
that for her? How does she like that?
Much better. Yeah, it was almost like there was like a blue snowsuit hat, and she's got some pink on underneath. So I'm seeing some like pink shirt or dress or something. And she just feels much better. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah, but she's She's a little bit yeah, it's like there's not really words, but there's just that not sure where we're going.
Yeah, not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure where we're going. And and so you could tap on her. So also in the Matrix, I tap in the air
Mm-hmm.
for her. So tap on her if she's open to it.
Mm-hmm.
Normally we would get permission from them, and
Yeah, I'm just kind of letting her little hand rest in my hand, and I'm
mm,
just tapping on the side of her hand.
yeah, I know you're not
Like,
sure where we are going.
I know you're not sure where we're going.
I'll help you with that.
I'll help you with that.
I know you're not sure where we're going.
I know you're not sure where we're going.
I'm gonna help you know.
I'm going to help you now.
Help you find out, or help you, yeah. I know you're not sure where we're going,
I know you're not sure where we're going,
but I'm gonna be here for you
but I'm going to be here for you.
and with you. And then just tapping on her little points. I know you're not sure. I know you're not sure. I know you're not sure. Where are we going? And it's so hot. And so how's she doing with that?
Like there was this bit of sadness, and she's better. Like the tapping, it's better.
Okay.
But there's and I'm not sure if that's my sadness looking at the scene or her sadness. I'm not sure.
Okay. So then I would just tap on her,
Okay.
just in case she's feeling that way. Going through her points.
Sadness. You feel sad.
Any sadness.
You feel sad.
Any sadness. Not sure. Is there anything else that she needs to be more comfortable?
It feels like a toy got left behind, like something that would have been helpful for her to have with her.
Okay. So then what would she like to have happen right now? In the Matrix, there's quite a bit of flexibility. We're not changing the memory, but what would be nice for her at this moment?
I'm associating a little too much right now.
Okay.
Like I'm feeling all this sadness.
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling like she's like, I just want to go home. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I just want to go home. I don't.
Do you want me to bring you back to me?
I'm better.
You're better? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, take a moment.
But the car turned around. They went back. They got her toy.
Okay. And how is that?
Better.
Better. So in adult words, that the whole long thing, you'll be able to just transmit and get to her. But when things like that happen to us, especially as children, survival coping mechanisms are, I have to decide something, I have to believe something, or I have to. So see if you could find out from her, like, what that did, like what that kind of,
yeah.
So the big adult words are, what was the belief you had to choose? Or, so just finding out from her, like, what did that mean for her, and what she had to sort of hold on to at that moment without the toy, or not sure where we're going.
So it was partly about not believing that she could ask for what she needed, not believing that it was her right, not wanting to make it harder for the other people. There was something about the toy being too big, like they didn't think it was there was going to be room for it. It was like a big teddy bear or something like that, or stuffed animal. And because it was foster care, it feels like it might have not been hers personally, but more like belonged to the family.
Okay. And so then what was her experience of that? It might be just repeating what you said, but it might have been theirs. Like, we get that.
Right.
But as a 2-year-old, her experience of it was, I mean, isn't that the mind stage? Mind.
Right.
Isn't that around that time?
Yeah.
They're trying to find out, yeah, so what was that like for her? So if she had that and now couldn't have it, what would that turn into for her? And at any point, if you want, you can always go back to your own matrix points, whichever's more comfortable for you.
Yeah, I'm associating a little bit. It's really sad for her. It's really hard for her. She's having a really rough time.
Yeah.
And she didn't even cry about it at the time.
Yeah, so let's
like she knew it wasn't hers.
So let's make it nice and slow, and making the space much bigger, and slowing the car down and slowing the time down, maybe even pausing it all so she could just sit for a moment, and you can be there with her and just sit and be with her for as long as it takes. Just being with her, tapping on yourself, tapping on her.
Yeah, that's a lot calmer. That feels a lot calmer.
Yeah. And so how is she now? What's happening with her now, or for her?
Well, the snowsuit is completely off. She's in a little pink dress with little sand like shoes, little like Mary Jane kind of shoes, and it's almost like there's a picnic blanket in the back of the car. It was one of those cars that it's almost like a sofa seat, like a big, and she's just sitting there with the little legs just straight out. And she's feeling better.
Better.
Okay. And the little teddy bear is there. Yeah. And it's almost the size of her on the seat.
The one that she wanted to go back and get? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's the predominant feeling going on for her at this moment?
Now she's not even really attached to me or looking at me. She's just kind of looking out the front window and wondering like, okay, I think I'm ready to go now. It's okay.
Okay. And how's that? It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. You know what? Can we imprint some of the it's okay? Is that enough of something to imprint for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just to let that, we'll do it a quick wash over of, we'll do it in the way that I do it. I like to lead it in this way. Mm-hmm. You can translate it in any way that you want, but I'll use the words that I tend to use. So it's with your hand on your heart and tapping on the gamut point. Nice breath in. And just seeing her there with just that feeling of it's okay. And allowing that feeling to just get bigger for her. Bigger and brighter. It's easier for me if we turn it into a light. But it could be water. It could be a breeze, a comfortable temperature. But just letting that feeling of it's okay get bigger and bigger. So she can enjoy that much more than she ever was able to before. It's okay. Letting her enjoy that. And then with that as a light or something like that. Let it come into the top of your head. Bring it to you and let it come into the top of your head. Rewiring your neural pathways, washing away the old cobwebs of the old pattern that got established. Just old, can now be cleaned away and swept away. And this feeling of it's okay can be new neural pathways. And let it go into the cells of your body from your top to your toes, all the way down to the DNA of your cells, letting them know it's okay. It's okay. Let that light accumulate in your heart center. Let it get bigger and brighter, more intense. It gets so big, it can't even fit in your chest anymore. So you have to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see it explode out into the field around you, all the way out to the edges of the universe, just beyond, as far out as it wants to go, till it's ready to come back. So it comes all the way back into your heart. It's okay. And whenever you're ready, come back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like that was harder for me to watch than it was for her to go through. Like
Sure.
I was getting sad. And I don't feel like it was her sadness I was tuning into. It felt like me as an adult. But I really don't know.
Sure. Let's go and check in on, we're going to go back to the original moment where you, when you were first doing this with her.
Okay.
So if we hadn't changed anything, going back to the original moment where she was in the car and, bundled up and all of that. So go back to your matrix points and checking in with her, see how she's doing.
Yeah, she's not wearing that snowsuit anymore. She's wearing the dress. And she's on the little blanket. And there's a little stuffed animal with her. And like it kind of went from feeling like a cloudy sort of February, March day to just feeling sunnier. Like it just feels
Nice.
more like spring than winter.
And is there any relation to what we started with that you see that this is related to for you?
Well, I definitely feel like the temperature of my face has gone down a little bit.
Okay.
I can't say that it's gone, but I think it went from like a 6 to a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of feeling into my solar plexus, and there's like a little, that feeling on the spot. Yeah, it's like a 2 in my solar plexus. It's not very high.
Okay. One thing that's nice about the matrix and visiting a part of ourselves like that is we go back. We go
Right.
back at another time and see what else they might need or what else might be in there. So is there a way you could let her know that you'll come back and visit with her? And how does she like that?
Yeah, we've had that chat. She's good.
She's good?
She likes
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So why don't you let her be? Let her continue on her way and come back to
Okay.
come back to you.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I have no way of actually knowing if any of that is real time true.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I
Yeah.
my understanding of the way that things work in here and here on that
Mhm.
level, it feels like imagination. So
Mhm.
I am a big fan of going with it and even making it up if you want to, then you have something to work with. Because
Right.
no matter what, it's all working out the way that it's your mind and brain is working for you,
Right.
regardless of,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Like it actually did feel real. I just didn't feel like the timeline might have been
Sure.
correct, but
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was interesting though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
And so I definitely feel that we would want to go back
mhm.
and revisit it.
But yeah, that was a really good intro of, yeah, going into a physical symptom and
Hmm.
seeing where it leads.
Yeah, just see
Yeah.
where it leads, just following it. And
Right.
because, at that point, we don't really know exactly what needs to happen up here. And
Hmm.
um, especially in my opinion, of something that might have gone on for a while, there's going to be many different aspects to it. There might be more aspects at that moment, or it might have manifested at other times, which kind of solidifies it for us. So,
Right.
if that was the first moment of feeling that way, what if it wasn't
Yeah.
the first moment, or what if there were moments after? Those are going to
Right.
have impact too. So by
Right.
doing this on this specific issue
Hmm.
and seeing where it leads on another session,
Hmm.
it would be just another aspect.
Right.
I think bigger issues that we have they often need quite a few. They can need quite a few, require quite a few sessions and different ways of going about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
And how
Because
do you?
I have worked with my 2-year-old before, and
Yeah.
um, in this way and other ways, and
Yeah.
I never was brought to this particular point in time.
Yeah. So let's we could lovingly and gently wrap it up, almost like with a bow of light. Let's do a round.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might
Okay.
just take one round to finish.
Hmm.
Um, so say even though I still feel this heat on my face,
Even though I still feel this heat on my face,
it's down to a 3,
it's down to a 3.
and this on the spot feeling in my solar plexus,
I have this on the spot feeling in my solar plexus,
it's down to a 2.
it's down to a 2.
Uh, I I definitely feel like what would you say that's true? A way to end that setup statement. I feel that
I feel that I'm moving in the right
I'm
direction.
moving in the right direction. Yeah. Even though I still have some of these feelings,
Even though I still have some of these
they're
feelings,
not completely gone,
they're not completely
but
gone,
they did go down,
but they did go down.
and I feel like I'm moving in the right direction.
And I do feel like I'm moving in the right direction.
Which is interesting because she said she wasn't sure where we were going.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
my opinion, that's
Yeah. Right. And,
a better, more positive feeling.
yeah. Yeah. We're going in the right direction.
Going in the right direction. So even if I'm not sure where we're going,
Even if I'm not sure where we're going,
I feel like I'm moving in the right direction.
I feel like I'm moving in the right direction.
Releasing any remaining heat in my face,
Releasing any remaining heat in my face.
whatever I can release now,
Whatever I can release now.
that on the spot feeling.
That on the spot feeling.
Maybe there's more to it.
Maybe there's more to it.
I learned so much about myself finding out what that might be, finding out what that is.
I learned so much about myself, finding out what that is.
Does that feel true? Does that feel like
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
There might be more to it.
There might be more to it.
There often is.
There often is.
But this feels like I'm moving in the right direction.
It feels like I'm moving in the right direction. Do we want to hit pause?
I hit mute for a second. Did that work?
Oh, good. Yeah, it did.
Okay. Constant construction. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. It happens. Other
And
people get traffic outside. You don't get traffic
so
outside.
how are you doing now?
Yeah, really, really well. Let's see. What
Does
does
it
this
feel
feel
like a
like?
good place to end, or do you want to do another close
No, no,
round?
that
Or
that does feel like a good place to end.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Hang on one second. I'll just mute it. I don't think he'll be working for very long right now. Yeah.
um, yeah, this is down to like a 2.
Okay.
That solar plexus feeling is like practically gone. I would say it's really on its way out. And I'm really not connecting with that feeling of being put on the spot.
Okay. So let's go and test that for a moment. Feeling put on the spot. So at least today, the feeling of being put on the spot, or feeling that you're on the spot, what were you feeling earlier today about it
Um,
that you can remember?
just kind of a mild feeling of discomfort, like there'll be people watching this video,
So when you
and
think about that now,
yeah, it's like, oh, good. Yeah, I'm
okay,
glad. I hope this is helpful for other people, right? Like,
right,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's much more of that and much less of feeling any discomfort about that. Yeah.
good. So yeah, this is a good time to end, and I would suggest that we do this again on that same, even if we don't record it, just doing it again. Although we could record it, how you go back in
I
and
would love to
revisit some.
do a few sessions on this just to show,
Yeah,
like in 20 or 30 minutes or however long it's been,
yeah,
like, you know, yeah, I'd love to see like a real time kind of, oh, it took 3 sessions to get that redness down by half, or it took 6 sessions to,
right.
clear that.
Yeah.
Or 2 sessions. Yay, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to know that this technique, while it's the most powerful thing I've ever come across, it still doesn't work. It's not just a one-time deal.
Right.
There are certain
Right.
issues that I've had to work on many, many, many times, but each one, I learned something from it.
Definitely.
I definitely got something from it. So yeah, we can do that. We can do our follow-up and record it and have
That'd be
a
super.
little series.
Yay. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Daniel. That was great.
Cynthia. So should we end now and then we'll just meet up again?
Perfect. Mhm.
All right, great.